Monday, June 16th, 2025, Evening Edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning into the Future of News, AGNDD intelliReport. We're thrilled to have you with us as we dive into today's fascinating topics. From Venezuela's gold swap to WhatsApp's profit map, we'll venture to the moon's forgotten tune and circle back to Nobu's food doc, a culinary ad that rocks. I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and intriguing topics, summarizing them just for you. Stay tuned for a whirlwind of information and insight. Let's embark on this journey together. And here are some more headlines and stories you may expect in today's AI News Digest. 10 shows similar to The Blacklist. ChatGPT, technocracy thrives amid global chaos. Petronas ENI joint venture set up to take years. Now let's take a look at today's breaking news. Breaking news. Scientists release a statement after identifying a strange object in space emitting signals to Earth every 44 minutes. Farmingdale Observer. Scientists have discovered ASKPJ 183209111, a cosmic object emitting signals every 44 minutes, challenging existing astronomical classifications. Located 16,000 light-years away, it emits both radio and X-ray pulses. This rare, long-period transient phenomenon may reveal new physics principles and expands our understanding of the universe's mysteries. Jury finds MyPillow founder defamed former employee for a leading voting equipment company. AP News. A federal jury in Colorado found MyPillow founder Mike Lindell defamed Eric Coomer, a former Dominion Voting Systems employee, with false claims about election fraud. Lindell and his media platform must pay $2.3 million in damages. Lindell plans to appeal, maintaining his stance against electronic voting machines. Trump to cut short G7 visit, citing Middle East after signing deal with Starmer. BBC. Donald Trump will leave the G7 summit early to address the escalating conflict between Iran and Israel. Despite his early departure, the White House highlights his accomplishments, including a tariff deal with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The summit continues under Canada's PM Mark Carney's leadership. UK automakers to secure US tariff relief by end of June. Politico.uk. Steel and aluminum tariffs between the US and UK will remain at 25%, despite initial plans to reduce them to 0%. Negotiations continue, with exemptions for UK aerospace goods from a 10% tariff, as Trump assures protection for the UK due to favorable relations. Stock futures fall as investors eye Israel-Iran conflict. Live updates, CNBC. Stock futures fell on Monday evening amid the Israel-Iran conflict, with Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ futures slipping. Trump's call for evacuation from Tehran affected markets, while oil prices rose. Despite geopolitical tensions, stocks showed resilience historically. Investors await May's retail sales data and the Federal Reserve's rate decision.
If you've been enjoying our AGNDD intelliReports and finding them useful, please take a moment now to press like, then click subscribe, and in the drop-down menu select All to get notified of each new video released so you don't miss out on any breaking news. AGNDD intelliReport, the future of news is here.
June 16th in history. June 16th, 632. Yazdegerd III ascends the throne as king, Shah, of the Persian Empire. He becomes the last ruler of the Sasanian dynasty, modern Iran. June 16th, 2010. Bhutan becomes the first country to institute a total ban on tobacco.
Famous people born on this day. The Ultimate. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. The ultimate may refer to various concepts and titles, including the philosophical idea of an unconditional reality, books, music albums by Elvin Jones, Grace Jones, and Joe Stafford, and a roller coaster in England. Clifton Collins, here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Clifton Collins Jr., born June 16, 1970, is an acclaimed American actor known for roles in films like Capote and Traffic and TV series such as Westworld. He has received numerous award nominations and accolades, including a Screen Actors Guild Award and a Sundance Film Festival Special Jury Prize. June 16, 1902. George Gaylord Simpson, American paleontologist and author, died 1984. And now on to today's news.
Business news. Venezuela's El Dorado, where gold is currency of the poor, ibtimes.com.o. In El Dorado, Venezuela, gold has become the primary currency, with residents using it for everyday transactions like buying groceries, due to the country's economic instability and hyperinflation, which have rendered traditional currency unreliable. China warns Iran-Israel conflict may spiral, calls for peace. Financial Post. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi has expressed concern that the ongoing conflict between Iran and Israel could lead to broader instability in the Middle East. He has reached out to both nations to address the escalating tensions, emphasizing the potential for wider regional repercussions if the conflict continues. Petronas says proposed joint venture with ENI to take 2 years to set up, biztalk.com. Economic Digest, Nepal's business news in a snap, khabarhub.com. Economic Digest provides a brief overview of Nepal's economic developments, highlighting both advancements and ongoing challenges in the business sector.
Technology news. IEA confirms severe damage to Iranian centrifuges after Israeli strikes, israelnationalnews.com. IAEA head Rafael Grossi confirmed extensive damage to Iran's Natanz uranium enrichment plant following alleged Israeli strikes, likely destroying centrifuges due to power cuts. 4 buildings at Isfahan's Nuclear Technology Center were also destroyed, impacting uranium conversion and production. Limited damage was reported at other nuclear sites. History of Forgotten Moon Bases, Hackaday. The article discusses the ambitious space exploration plans following the 1960s moon landings, including the U.S. military's interest in leading space technology. It highlights the proposed Army moon base, which was ultimately halted by the 1967 Outer Space Treaty prohibiting military bases on the moon. Science news. Experts raise alarm over unsafe dermatological procedures at 21st Mid-Cuticon NA Conference, thehillstimes.in. The 21st Mid-Cuticon Northeast Conference in Itanagar highlighted concerns over unsafe dermatological procedures by unqualified individuals. Experts emphasized public awareness and adherence to certified medical standards to prevent harm. The event, organized by the IADVL Northeast chapter, marked a significant milestone for Arunachal Pradesh's dermatological community. Conservatives vote with Carney government to rush Bill C-5, National Observer. Bill C-5, the One Canadian Economy Act, is being fast-tracked through the House of Commons with conservative support. The bill allows the federal government to conditionally approve projects deemed in the national interest before assessments, potentially overriding 13 laws. Critics argue it undermines democracy and environmental protections. 10 best shows like The Blacklist, Screen Rant. The article suggests TV shows similar to The Blacklist, focusing on crime dramas with comparable themes, storylines, and characters. It provides a list of 10 recommendations for fans looking for similar viewing experiences. NEC highlights key development initiatives and smart agriculture project in Arunachal Pradesh, thehillstimes.in. The Northeastern Council NEC has released its 2025 yearbook, highlighting socioeconomic progress in the region and outlining ongoing initiatives in Arunachal Pradesh. Key projects include a significant financial disbursement for diverse sectors and an AI and IoT-driven agricultural technology project aimed at enhancing farming efficiency and sustainability.
Today's obituaries. Gabriela Medina. Brief Wikipedia summary. Gabriela Medina, a Mexican sprinter born in 1985, specializes in the 400 meters. Her personal best is 51.25 seconds, set in May 2007. Ron Taylor. Brief Wikipedia summary. Ron Taylor, a Canadian baseball player and team physician, passed away at 87. He played for the St. Louis Cardinals and New York Mets and served as team physician for the Toronto Blue Jays. He was a four-time World Series champion. John Tesser. Brief Wikipedia summary. Czech historian, writer, and dissident John Tesser, aged 92, passed away. Juan Manuel Abal Medina. Brief Wikipedia summary. Juan Manuel Abal Medina, an influential Argentine journalist and politician, served as Secretary General of the Peronist movement in the early 1970s. Known for his complex political alliances and controversies, he later sought exile in Mexico, where he became a lawyer. He passed away at 80 due to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Sven-Åke Johansson. Brief Wikipedia summary. Sven-Åke Johansson was a pioneering Swedish free jazz drummer, composer, and visual artist. Known for his work with Peter Brötzmann and Tangerine Dream, he contributed to numerous recordings, exhibitions, and radio plays. Johansson collaborated with various musicians and lived in Berlin from 1968 until his death in 2025. William Langewiesche. Brief Wikipedia summary. William Langewiesche was an American author and journalist known for his work with the New York Times Magazine, The Atlantic, and Vanity Fair. He authored 9 books and won 2 National Magazine Awards. Langewiesche covered diverse topics, including aviation, conflict zones, and the World Trade Center cleanup. He passed away in 2025. All other people who have died today or yesterday, may peacefully they rest, and may their souls frolic forever in unbounded telesis.
Health news. ChatGPT, How Technocracy Thrives on Global Chaos. ActivistPost.com. The article discusses how technocracy thrives during global crises such as wars and economic collapses by offering data-driven solutions. Technocrats capitalize on chaos to promote central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and digital identity systems, which can lead to increased control over individuals. These initiatives often bypass democratic processes through supranational institutions. Make students' mental health a priority, Lam Thai urges varsities, The Star Online. Tan Sri Lee Lam Thai highlights the urgent need for coordinated intervention to address rising stress and mental health issues among Malaysian university students. He advocates for improved access to mental health services, peer support systems, and partnerships with health organizations, emphasizing that student well-being is essential for Malaysia's future. Nobu Review, Japanese celebrity chef gets a food doc that plays like a branded advertisement. Variety. The documentary Nobu, directed by Matt Tiernauer, explores the life of renowned chef Nobu Matsuhisa. Despite its potential, the film often glosses over intriguing aspects of Matsuhisa's journey in favor of a conventional portrayal. It focuses more on the opulence of his restaurants than his personal struggles and culinary philosophy.
And now, a poem about today's health news in the style of John Donne. A poem about today's health news. In chaos thrall the technocrats rise, their power woven in the global cries. Like puppeteers they pull the strings, while mankind's woe their fortune brings. Amidst this discord young minds do strain, their mental health a silent aching pain. Let varsities with tender care now strive to nurse these fragile souls, to thrive, alive. And lo, the screen displays a crafted tale, where celebrity chefs their glories regale, yet truth, like shadow, hides beneath the light. A feast, a brand in film they unite. Oh, let us seekers see beyond the gleam to find what's real beyond the advertised dream.
Entertainment news. David H.K. Bell, Lilo and Stitch actor, dies weeks after his movie debut, The Times of India. Actor David Hekili Kanui Bell, known for roles in Lilo and Stitch live-action remake, Magnum P.I., and Hawaii 5-0, has passed away. His sister, Jalene Kanani Bell, confirmed his death on social media, though the cause remains undisclosed. Bell was celebrated for his passion for acting and voiceovers. Stage set for microdramas, WhatsApp's monetization bid, The Times of India. Investors are increasingly interested in India's microdrama market, as startups and major platforms like Amazon and Z enter the space. Despite the potential, monetizing microdramas remains challenging in India's low ARPU environment. Some platforms are exploring subscription models and micropayments to overcome this hurdle. The ABC is restructuring again, and this time innovation's on the chopping block. Crikey. The ABC is undergoing its fourth restructuring in 8 years, led by new managing director Hugh Marks. The proposed changes, affecting about 50 jobs, focus on digital content and innovation, impacting youth-targeted material. A new digital content department is planned, while the innovation lab faces closure.
Now, a couple of dad jokes for you. What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HDMI? What did the traffic light say to the car as it passed? Don't look, I'm changing.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.